Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the deluxe kaminari henga pteraiden-oh from Zyuden sentai kyoryuger. This is the mech that belongs to Kyoryu Gold in Kyoryuger, and it comes with a few things. Of course, you get the zyuden, which this is literally the same as the one that came with the Gaburi changer. In fact, for whatever reason, they were both made in Thailand. Zyudenchi's when I got them. I don't have the Day Boss In version of the pteroiden zyudenchi, but I do want it. It makes the same noise, but I still want it. I'll get it at one point, and I might show it off. Who knows? But in the meantime, let's take a look at the box, then the zyudenchi, and then the Zyuden-ryu. I'm not going to bother putting this in Kyoryugen because you already heard the sounds that this makes in Kyoryugen. So here we have the front of the box. We got a picture of pteraiden right there, and pteraiden-oh on the front. On this side it has pteraiden-oh Westerns combination. This time on this side it has Raiden Kyoryugen's formation on this side. On the top we have pteraiden-oh and Kyoryu Gold. On the bottom we have pteraiden-oh and pteraiden. And on the back is, of course, everything you're gonna do with this darn thing. Now, for the main event himself, I had to film this so many times, so hopefully this is the last time I have to film this. Here we have pteraiden right here, done out in black and gray plastic with nice, vibrant gold going throughout the outlines of the wings and also in the center bulge right here. And he's got these nice painted lightning bolts, painted metallic blue. On the bottom they're painted gold, however. And it's that same blue that runs across this section, which will be the head of pteraiden-oh. He doesn't have any posability on his own. He only has the mouth, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, these two tabs on the bottom of him, what these are for is for stability. These are also for combination with Raiden Kyoryugen, which I will be showing off in part 2. But if you leave those up, he becomes really back heavy. Like, you cannot get this guy to stand up on his own unless those 4 tabs are completely out. So I don't know why those even fold up in the first place. I guess that they didn't really account for that. You do get these little PVC claws right here. They don't have much posability. You can kind of go outward with them, but that's really for transformation. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense why a pterodactyl would suddenly have its claws go out like that. Then again, I'm not a dinosaur expert. Maybe they do that. I don't know. But yeah, this also has the feature to go into evil mode by flipping down this visor right here, and this is what he looked like when he was being controlled by Do Gold. Actually, I said I would take a look at the zyudenchi first, and then I completely forgot about that. I'm backwards today. Oh well. The zyudenchi, like I said, well, either way, it's the same one that came with the Gaburi changer. So, but for the sake of it, let's see what sounds this thing makes. I'm gonna be pairing this up with Gabutira here. Let's see what sounds this bad boy makes. Switch it around. That's it for the sounds right there. Speaking of sounds, this does have its own set of sounds. Speaker is back here. Battery compartment right here. It takes 2 watch-size batteries that are already included. And the switch is right back here. That little red dot, it's right here. Very familiar turn-on sound. When you hit the button, right here actually, you get his screech. Little bit of humor, and you also get the same attack sound a similar attack sound that you would get from Kyoryuger should you hold down the button. Now to insert the zyuden, you open the mouth, holes in his mouth, put in the zyuden. This doesn't actually read what zyuden is inside, just to prove it. Here's Gabutira. And because of that, the only thing that this thing is hitting is a notch on the top rim right there. Now, this does make another sound when the zyuden is loaded in the mouth. However, that is for transformation, which we will take a look at later. Here's a quick comparison. Here we have the Terra Charge Megazord. This one did have the similar balance issues. However, Bandai of America actually included this little flip-out stabilizer, which was kind of nice. And as you can tell, these two are pretty different. One quick note is that you cannot put this thing into evil mode. The visor will not flip down. And also the claws are uneven with the hands. This thing is a lot smaller and wider. It doesn't have blue up here, only half painted gold for the lightning bolts. And that goes for both sides. And it's got this really pale gold to it. I don't hate it, but I wish it was more vibrant like Pterodon. And for whatever reason, the head section could pop off, and it also came with the gun turrets that you can mount on here, but I don't have them with me. Also, you could pose the legs on this one. The other one couldn't do that, which is kind of a plus, and you could also put it into this pterodactyl looking over the mountain pose, even though the head doesn't move downward. It's more of a unpegging thing. Lol. So yeah, these two definitely have their differences. So yeah, let's get right into the transformation. First thing we're gonna do is shrink the head into the body and pull down the flaps. And then we're going to separate this whole section, this whole back section, not like that. Those, for whatever reason, come off. I don't know why. That's better. We need to unpeg the back section of the wings and remove them. Now take this, flip these up, down, and push that down. There's your pair of legs. Balance, goddamn you. Balance, goddamn you. There we go. And now you take this whole section, and you cannot actually put this on backwards because there are little stoppers on this peg that will only go into the holes here. So you attach that. I need to actually pull the visor down halfway because you cannot see the face at all. Flip these in, flip the hands down, push them down, and from this you have two options. You can flip down the visor all the way and open these, and this would be the pteraiden-oh evil, which doesn't have a cape because in the show this had a cape, and there's the head. Or you could leave this up, although I have to push this halfway because you cannot see the face for shit, and push this visor up, and you get a pair of green eyes. And there you have the regular pteraiden-oh. Very throwback. If you ever seen Gal Hunter, it had the same thing going on for it, which was actually pretty unique and nice little throwback that they did there. So yeah, this is pteraiden-oh. Very nice, and it's really sleek. I love this design. It's a lot more sleeker than kyoryuger. In fact, the only thing that throws off his sleekness is the crotch hands. That's about it. Yeah, overall, this actually does look pretty nice. Now, posability-wise, you do get arm rotation, in and outward movement. Doesn't really count as posability, but it's there. And then the legs are what really steal the show here. So you got forward and backward movement, a little bit restricted. I think it would help if you'd actually push those tabs out of the way. And then you can also kick out the leg, bend at the knee, and push that down if you want. So you could get this guy into some awesome poses, but he's a little bit unstable. And he does have a form of weaponry. His form of weaponry would be to pull out these sections right here. And oh yeah, his transformation music, all you have to do is hit the button with the zyuden in the mouth. That should not be down all that way. And you'd get his little song, which is actually a pretty cool little tune. Now, for a comparison, let me actually transform the Terra Charge Megazord here. Very similar transformation, so you don't need to worry about it too much. As you can see, this thing is practically dwarfed. Now, here's my major complaint about this. I wish the claws would actually be even with the hands like on the Japanese one, because that makes him look like he has a tumor sticking out of his hand. Or he got in an accident and bones are sticking out of his arms. And also, the Zord Builder ports I can accept because, hey, Zord Builder, but at the very least, they could have made the hands a little more even on this one. So, yeah. Put that off to the side. Now, he does have a few combinations by his lonesome. Well, not really by his lonesome. You need Parasagon and you need Zakator for this one. This actually did appear in the show. And what you would do to ready him for the arm Zyuden Ryu is you'd push this up, pull those out, and oh hey look, we have a couple of arm Zyuden Ryu ports. So all you would need to do is take your two arm Zyuden Ryu and turn them into arms. For these ones, it would be the two-legged one style thing. There's no actual name for it, but whatever. Lock that in place. Lock this in place. Well, first I need to transform it and then lock it in place. Doesn't read the zyuden, as you can clearly hear. And here we have a formation that was actually seen in the show. This is pteraiden-oh Western. Very, very nice. Although the arms are clearly bigger than the body. And it's not just the gun. These are much more bulkier than the body itself. But it was actually seen in the show, and it looks a lot more sleeker in the show. Plus, this is actually really good because you can actually display pteraiden-oh with the two arms, while kyoryuger is occupied. If only there was a way you can store Ankidon with another Zyuden Ryu, though. Anyway, comparison time. I need my two little helpers here, the Raptor and Parazord. Get that over here. That over here. Search. Go in. That. And voila, here we have the Terracharge Megazord Era Raptor formation. Now you can definitely tell that this one is a whole lot better because this has the arms all wiggy-woggy. I gotta fix the paint job on this one. Yeah, I really don't like the fact that these arms do not allow you to, you know, fold them correctly. This looks sloppy. This looks clean. This looks sloppy. I really wish, like, it's not my fault. Look, I cannot push the leg any further. I'm pushing it as hard as I can. Unless there's some sort of secret button that I'm missing, these cannot move any further. Which sucks. And another thing that sucks is that you can't put this in good and evil mode. I mean, they did it for the Pretazord. Then again, it was the original Japanese version. Actually, I don't think that had any minor... I don't think that had any differences to begin with. But still, I just wish that, you know, the arms would be flush like these arms, because that actually looks pretty impressive. This looks sloppy. But overall, this is a very nice toy right here. Hopefully you can pick up the Japanese version, because this is actually pretty worth it. But yeah, I will see you guys in part 2, so take care. That did not need to fall off right as I do my outro. Boom!